The good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lock in, lock in.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Only a couple for him there on the... Game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
The tackle made by James.
Good job, man, good job.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, check Mike. Watch your 5. Set the tone, defense.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
After the interception, here's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to stand. Ball.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall this season to go instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Come on, 180. Mike 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. SOS. Alert. SOS. Alert.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. And he's got it. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
49, check 49. Alert. Greystone, travel.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete as well. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart.
Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Nicole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson, and he finds Spencer Ware complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
After one, 17-7 is our score. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got Rome. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Mike's by 4. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That is caught by Cullen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Let's go.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
At the Cowboys' 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's by 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Trubisky now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight. 18. Pilot, 64, weak. 55. Ricky. Check. Lucky.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Here we go. 18. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, get in the weight room. Mike.
Here's Trubisky. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
We got three, fellas. We got 7.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mecole Hardman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As the Bears push further out in front, Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Set. 19. Stop your whining.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Cohen. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Trubisky will throw. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Uses the stiff arm. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his 2nd year. But he's really on the uptick. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Guys in the league, so even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. From the red zone now, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson looks to throw again. That one complete to Elliott. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Finding room at the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be taken very short.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Come on, baby. Let's go. At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 731. Hey, alert 3.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, this to Jarwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he finds Howard complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Check 52.
Rush in.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Don't be scared of it.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 27 yards. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. The end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Chicago! Nicole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Next to score is 42. Bears 31. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now a first down throw. Watson being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. That's caught by Ware. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
180. Mike 5-4. Bring it.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw again on second down. Trubisky, blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Right there in the middle, 55. Check the outs, check the outs.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky going up top. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've got a lopsided game here. Which I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this? Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 85 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with his sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Clinton Dix with a pick, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Elliott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This is taken near the 13. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Leighton Vander Esch, third in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Throwing here, Trubisky.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And Watson's going to throw it here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. He can run, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 45. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run. This is Cohen. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And it'll be intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, You just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.